Oh,
Hello.
oh.
Testing.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
I hear you.
You hear the music when I play it? Like now? Does it play? Hold on. Maybe you won't play. There we go. Hear that? Okay. Interesting. Let me put up Jackson's picture up. Whoever's picture. Which one can we do this time? This is
This is Dead Sons.
That's not his picture.
Stellar Degenerator, we're on the corpse fleet ship.
All right, welcome everybody to a little Sunday afternoon Starfinder.
Ooh.
Woo!
Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. 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 Sorry. Go ahead. Still waiting.
All right, and then checking on a sound. Cool, we have sound.
What's that one called?
Taking fire.
Hmm.
All right, so I got a couple new battle sounds. Nothing in particular I was looking for, but that's all right. I'm building my repertoire as the Starfinder Soundscape chat triggers are not as extensive as the D&D ones. So
Still, they're
the
neat.
go.
Nice.
All right. So let's take a look at where our characters are. I'm gonna try something a little different this time. Um, let's have the. I'm gonna share this with you guys.
No. It's the same.
And we'll start with Mantha. What can you tell me about this picture?
You want one thing or all the things I can tell you?
Whatever you
Okay,
can tell me about the picture.
Okay. The big thing in.
Let's not get all uppity there, Miss Hermione.
Good.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I
Just in
believe
draws.
that big cone-shaped thing in the middle is the Stellar Degenerator, and the little ships, out and about are part of the corpse fleet that are coming in to try to take the Stellar Degenerator for themselves, so they can use it before other people get to it.
All right. And Reno, can you tell me anything else about this picture?
I have no idea what it is because it's not working yet. So, no. You can describe it to me, and I'll tell you what it is.
Can you tell me what the stellar degenerator is?
Supposed to be some sort of a weird, ancient, powerful weapon that does. Warp space and time. Da, 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 da.
Correct. And Atomic, welcome, welcome. So we're just going over where our characters are today. Um, Roberta, was there anything else you wanted to add about this picture?
Yeah, that stellar degenerator is coming out of a portal that was opened by the suns that you see surrounding it right now.
Very good, very cool. Yep, the Gate of the 12 Suns. All right.
It took all 12 of them to have it come alive, right? Correct?
Yes. 12 suns and 12 moons.
Think about
12
what had to happen
planets.
to make that happen, though.
It's a major
What had to
technological
happen?
and magical
Exactly. Serious
achievement.
stuff went down.
All right, so I'm going to start with Roberta
Yes.
this time. What can you tell me about this picture? Why did it only go to one person?
I'm
Um,
like, what picture?
Well, there it goes. Zarel got it, at least.
I won't know until my thing comes up.
Oh,
Still loading.
this is inside the Empire of Bones. We snuck our way into their landing hangar, and these round circular things are like
oh, I see.
elevator platforms for their ships.
Okay, very good.
I'll leave something for other people to do.
All right. Reno, do you remember what you were fighting in this hangar?
I don't know. I have no idea. Undead. Which one? Yeah.
That is
Undead.
correct.
Ghosts.
And
Ghosts.
Mantha, what else can you tell me about this map?
Well, that vortex-looking thing, underneath. I think you're talking about the map that we're on because I didn't get anything shared to me. That vortex-looking thing is a gravity
Yes, it is.
well that Zarel cast, I believe, and it's sucking the ship down and blah blah blah, like not restraining, but like uh messing with the pilot inside that the ship.
Are you razzing the pilot?
Give him the old
Sort of.
razzle dazzle. Uh, and on the left is a control room, and that's where Dendron is.
All right, and what is with Dendron?
Dendron is next to some cybernetic. I think they're like zombies. Uh, but they're like jacked into the controls, and don't seem to have noticed them. So, they seem like tools more than people right now.
All right, that is correct. Anything else you guys wanted to add before we get rolling here? So there's a Marine in the ship. That's a little fighter, and what Roberta mentioned is correct. These, or where the fighters are kept, they are raised up, and then they go out to the right, to the east, out that force field. And for whatever reason, when you guys came in here, the mechanic was working, or the pilot was working on the ship, doing something with it, and then when you guys came in, it jumped into the ship and started firing at you. Israel put the force field around it. I mean the gravity well around it. It started to try to move. You see its engines blasting, but at the time it was not able to break free.
I want to break free.
I
And
know,
Sorry.
it's right. Didn't think.
Nosi and Serena are running up, taking shots. And Dendron is just left the fight completely and has gone into another room.
Yeah,
All right.
flipped you off as they went through the door. You know.
So we will start with Zerael.
Ooh.
Yep, Zerael.
All right. Where am I on this map?
Very southern by the crane.
Oh, there I am. Okay. I am running. That gives me like what, 60 feet if I run?
So it depends on how you run.
5,
In
6.
Starfinder, you can do basically an all-out dead sprint. In which case, if you do not go in a straight line and don't turn, you can go 4 times your speed.
That's neat.
Cool.
Or you can just do your move and then a second take your action to do a move.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm just double moving.
Okay.
So let's see. 1, 2. This is 30, 40. Is that 50?
That is 50.
60. Okay, there we go.
All right. So it is the Marine's turn. So you see the ship has turned a little bit, and the nose is pointed sort of toward the middle where Zerael was, and you see the blast from the engines behind it, and the ship comes blasting out of the. Let me zoom out. Out of the gravity well
Damn.
and smashes straight into the southern wall as he tries to see him frantically. For those of you who pass your perception check, as he finally breaks free of the gravity, you see him then pulling back on the stick and
He
frantically trying
overcompensated.
to stop, and it was not able to. The power needed to break free was um, go. So it goes 120 feet straight into
So good.
the southern wall.
Kablam.
It did not attack any of you.
That's so good. I love that.
Okay, you sent up a picture of that already. Can you send it to me, please? Thank you. Appreciation.
So let me roll the damage for that. It is here. Oops, let me get rid of the message of the day. There we go. All right, so it slams into this thing, and as he finally is able, and it scrapes along the wall for another 5 feet, and then he is now sort of hovering there, um, and starting to turn back around. Uh, and let me see, he's going to inside. He's going to take. Some damage as well as he's slammed around, and not expecting an impact like that. So that is him. Um, and it is now Dendron's turn.
Mm.
You are inside this small area. It's crowded with controls, monitors, readouts, colored lights blink and flash. There are numerous switches and keypads, and there's a long window looking out over the bay. And there's 2 doors to the north and south.
Well, what they really wanted to do was try to get that elevator underneath the ship to go down. But the plan has changed. Um, how far does that crane reach? How far does it look like it could reach?
So it is similar to the cameras over an NFL game in that there are wires above this room, and the um, crane can be moved pretty much anywhere throughout this area. It's mostly made to be used above the hangars, but it can also be moved pretty much anywhere inside this room, the main room, the big room.
Okay. Um, they would like to see what they can do and mess with the computers here to try to take control of that crane.
Well,
And Hmm?
it says the controls for the crane are unsecured, meaning anyone can use it without first having to hack the computers here. As
Oh,
a
neat.
full action, a character can use the crane to make an attack against a single target within the hangar bay.
Nice.
So they would like to go ahead and use the crane to like slam into that ship.
Are
Uh,
you proficient with advanced melee weapons, or powered armor?
let me look. I am proficient with advanced melee weapons.
All right, so you do not have a -4 penalty to the attack roll. So go ahead and make a. It is. All right, and you said what are you trying to do with the crane?
Trying to use it to slam into the ship that is
Okay,
down at that southern wall.
so that would be just a melee attack. So
Okay.
on your front main page, go ahead and roll a. You can target the ship and. All right, so you're still trying to learn how to work it, and you get it over in that general area, and you go to hit it, and you just sort of bang against it, but not enough force to do enough damage to it.
I feel so powerful, guys.
But it is
Uh,
over there, and you are trying to mess with it.
wait, let me check my abilities. Oh, that's the wrong page. That's why it's not coming up with anything. Okay, no, they're not going to do anything else. They're in their turn.
All right, so we will now go to Nosi. Right now you have the fighter targeted, and it is 65 feet away from you to the south as it went flying past you and slammed into the wall.
Right, 65 feet,
Oh,
65 feet. So,
that's so funny. Oh,
and there's no attack opportunities. Blah, blah. Okay. Okay, so we got, I can do any spell I want, so. Forward blast, be good. And estimate, just, let's see. Distance is, no idea. Hold on.
100 feet plus 10 per level, so that's good. I got a lot of feet there. All right, so I'm going to do the fourth blast. That's what I meant to say, but I didn't say that. Fourth blast. Okay.
So you
Sound
sound
good?
really far away. So what spell are you casting?
Fourth blast.
I thought that was like, what is the range on that?
100 feet plus 10 per level,
Okay.
which I'm at 7, so that's 170. Okay. So just press the cast.
You have him targeted, so yes, go ahead.
What the hell was that? Failure, bastard.
All right. So
I feel,
roll
yeah.
damage.
That made it? Oh, he failed. Okay. My mistake. Damage.
Okay. So
Okay,
whatever you're reading is not correct. Force blast is a 30-foot cone in front of you. So you can
okay.
move
I
up
must
and
have picked the
cast it
wrong
if you
one.
want,
No.
or you
Yeah.
can switch spells.
What was I doing? Oh, I was doing hurl forces. Oh, damn it.
Okay.
That's what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't realize I was doing the wrong one. So say it as you would like. Just lost my character.
So go ahead and do hurl
And,
force disc. That's fine. Does more damage anyway.
yeah. So I'm just going to press the roll again. Correct? Cast.
Correct. It's because this
Okay.
is the last one was a save. This is an attack.
Okay. That's a miss. Wow.
All right. So it slams into the side of the ship, but it's not strong enough to get through
Right.
it and be effective against it.
Okay. And there's no other target, so therefore it's not going to bounce around anyway,
Right. You wouldn't
even if
if
it
the
had hit.
cockpit was open. You might be able to have it bounce off the walls and hit
Yeah.
the captain or the pilot, but the window thing is closed. Cockpit is
Okay. Got it.
closed. All right. Actually, give
Well,
me a
that would have
second
been
here.
nice.
Let me do. Give me percentile. I'm gonna say there is a 40% chance that there is no cockpit. And
Ooh.
60. Okay. So yeah, this one does have an actual cockpit. All right. So
If it didn't have a cockpit, what would it have?
Just
they
They're
don't.
open thing.
undead don't have to breathe. They don't need
Oh,
life
that's right.
support.
Okay.
So the
The
undead
space dust
cybernetic
in the
zombie
here.
is which one is this? This is one right next to you. Um, twitches a little bit and then keeps going, doing what it's doing.
Ooh.
Zarel,
Damn. Okay. I am going to do my mind thrust. Is that right? Yeah, mind thrust.
This guy's having a bad time.
okay.
I'm calling it that. I gotta check my distance on it.
You're 50 feet away right now. Probably maybe 55 from the pilot.
25 plus 5 feet for every 2 levels. What level am I? The 5, 10,
You guys are 11, so you have 5 plus
10,
5, so that's 50
5,
feet. So
50.
you just need to move like 5 feet forward.
Okay.
Are you going to keep the gravity well going?
Sure, just in case somebody flies over it, it'll
Yeah.
just suck them down.
All right, no problem.
Oh,
It's at the
all
very
right.
least distracting.
Right? Okay, mind thrust.
And he fails
Okay.
with a unnatural 1.
Wow.
Sick.
Okay.
Thanks to an effect that's on him by Dendron.
Oh yeah, the shaken.
And
Nice. That did not do any damage to him. So let me try it again. That was on the creature. I mean, on the ship, not the dude.
oh,
Drop it onto him. Boom. Okay.
and the effect is fatigued for 1 round.
All right. And we go here and do that. Okay. All right. And Serena.
Okay. She is going to move. We, we think that this is moving away as in humbly trying to keep out of combat, or are we attacking regardless? What was the general thoughts on that?
Your question is, what do you think the Marine is doing?
Well, I think that we're attacking.
Yes. So the Marine is in the ship, and when you guys got in, he jumped. It jumped into the ship and fired upon you until the gravity
Okay.
well appeared around it and started pulling it down. So he gunned the engines and it
Right.
sort of sat there for a minute, and then all of a sudden was able to get up enough thrust to get out of the gravity well, but it slammed into the wall. And now he's turning around and turning the
Okay.
ship towards you guys again. So you're guessing he's still fighting.
Okay. He's not running tail. Whatever that word
It
is.
does not appear to be. He's aiming the ship towards you guys.
There you
He
go.
already
Okay. So
passed
we're done.
the entrance and kept turning and coming around to you.
Okay. Okay, so she's going to fire her. Did she use the pistol? Oh, this one 1 round. Never mind. Just gonna go with the polarity rifle, the Aurora E electronic.
Okay.
I believe this one. Yes, this one. Okay. She's lined up already. Yep. Oh, she does. There's no trick attack on the ship, right? I mean, just
Correct.
no data. Yeah. Nice.
There you go.
Um, wow, that's nice.
All right.
That
So you
is
see you
very nice.
do enough damage to pierce
That's nice.
through the armor, the hull
Yeah.
of the ship. As you continue to hack away at the ship, you see it starting to spark. There's a little smoke coming from different parts, mostly from the wall attack, but also from the few times you guys have hit it. All right. But now, though,
Does it get burn damage from the wall too?
burn? No. All right. So now, I need a saving throw. Here it is. Okay. This is the second round you have been in the control room. So there's a beam of light that sort
Hmm?
of like a scanning that you see on some of the other TV shows and stuff. This light
Laser.
that just comes in from a ceiling down all the way down to the floor.
Oops.
And I need, here it is. Oh, it doesn't have it. So I need a Fortitude DC 21 save from Dendron.
Oh, well. He's helping. Need an 11. Come on. Okay, I'm
Oh,
changing my
you're on
dice color.
22. You're making it glow like that?
What?
Yes,
Are you making them glow?
she has the fancy dice.
I have fancy dice.
Right. Okay.
It just came out with 2 sets this week, by the way, called the Wizard Rot and the Artificer set.
Neat. That's not a real save. Oh.
All right, so as you take a little bit of, why isn't your name showing up? Come on.
Just a little bit of damage.
There it is. All right, so you take some negative energy to death effect. You do notice the zombies are unaffected.
Yeah, crazy.
Bastard.
By the way, I don't think I got a turn that round.
You attack with a crane.
No, it went straight from
Right,
Zerael
because it went
to
from because
Serena.
Nosy got skipped. So we went from Nosy, we went all the way from Zerael up to Nosy,
Oh, okay.
and then back down to Serena.
Gotcha. I'm like,
Yeah,
that was weird.
yep. All right, so the Marine has turned the ship around, and you see he goes to.
Did everybody hear those 2 loud beeps?
I heard like a
The
phone
buzzing.
vibrating.
Okay, but you didn't hear any 2 loud beeps like beep, beep?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
All right,
Awesome.
so he goes. I'll just say you guys can see that he goes to fire one of the weapons and nothing happens. So he zips over with the ship. Let's see, where is. Here it is, 100 feet. So he goes flying through Serena and Zerael. And I need a piloting check.
I hope he fails.
Rude. Piloting, there it is.
I'm not above wishing bad things for my enemies. Got it.
And that was
Just what he
exactly what
needed.
he needed. So he's able to turn and go there. Just barely clips the corner of the wall a little bit, wobbles a bit, but then is able to straighten out. And he's now facing away from you guys to the north, starting to turn again, to turn around.
Oh.
But let's see if
What?
he hits with the ship.
What?
I need a D. So that is Zerael and Serena. It's actually surprisingly easy. DC. So you two should have rolls. It's a DC 18 reflex save to get out of the way.
Hold on a sec.
The rail is
Oh yeah.
able to jump out of the way.
Oh. Oh, you needed 2 more.
Oh,
Serena was
Oh, that's
well,
painful.
firing with her rifle and then was banging it to sort of reload it and looks up in time and gets slammed with his ship. As you take some damage, no see, it is your turn. Your little bleep bleep communicator display lights up and you see the little Pip Boy display for Serena as
hit boy.
her stamina drops and down.
Listen,
She still has almost 2/3 of it left, but she's down 52 points out of 136 for her stamina.
Mm.
What would Nosy like to do? It is now only the ship is only 20 feet away.
where's the map again? Meet of the day. Up. She didn't get. Oh my god, why does the map keep loading? Attack of opportunity, correct? So.
No.
Okay. I just say she understood then. She doesn't have anything. The one undead she thinks she has isn't really going to do much. So.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and fire her. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, there we go. And we've got. Oh, I'm gonna go to Sonic Thunder Strike to be effective because it has bullets. I think projectiles, or whatever they're called.
Okay.
Correct. So she's already lined up. Good. Here we go. Come on, David. Oh, not good.
Damn.
So to use my inspiration.
Again, this
Only.
ship, it's hard to miss the ship. Just a matter of finding a weak enough spot or hit it solidly enough to not have it reflect off the hull. As it is Dendron's turn.
Mm. Okay. So you said before that like Quartz Fleet ships are like open air. Is this one like that as well? I know
No,
you said that there's a cockpit, but are there like
correct.
openings in the rest of the ship?
To what end? It is a
To
small fighter. There's a place for the fighter to sit,
gotcha.
and then it's like think of an X-wing.
Okay, so the cockpit is the whole ship. Okay. Um, in that case, Dendron's going to you know what? They're going to try to get that crane back over to
All right,
try to hit the ship and see if they can like they're
give us another
noticing that
melee attack.
they're particularly trying to like open up that cockpit so that it's not quite so closed. Let's see.
People using a crane as a melee attack.
Yeah, man. Oh, come on. These dice are supposed to be nicer.
If you could roll double digits, it might help. Just saying.
Yeah, right? I've got crazy like attack bonuses, but and they are actually going to they didn't love what happened last turn, so they are going to kind of dash out of the control room. Uh,
Okay. Zorail.
just outside the door.
All right, so they are able to make it outside the door. You
Ooh.
do see, all right, Zorail. See
If
Dendron come out of the
he-
door again.
Do I have him targeted, not the ship?
You have the ship
Ship.
targeted. Do you want to be targeting them?
I need to be targeting him, yes.
Okay. Give me just a moment. Oh my, here it is. Target. Alright, he is now targeted.
Okay, cool. I'm going to cast Command Undead.
Oh shit!
Sadly, he saves.
That's too bad.
No.
So you reach out and you feel him just maybe too close to home in order to be taken over.
Okay.
Alright, moving anything else?
Yeah, I am going to move up a little bit.
Okay.
Isn't
That
there
was
a
gonna be
doorway-
so cool.
Isn't there a doorway up here to the left?
There are a couple of them, yes. There's the one Dendron just came out of, and there's one just below and to the left, big double doors, and then
Oh,
straight
okay.
across from Dendron is another door as well. So there are several doors to the left, and you saw one up by the entrance as well. So there's 5 doorways on the left side. And nearby 3 of them right now. Okay. And so you see the death ray encompass the room again.
Ugh, that sucks.
All right, Serena is now 60 feet away from you. The ship is.
Yep. I'm right here.
Okay.
They lean against the wall as a stabilizing effect. Since I'm not doing my trick attack.
Yeah, I'll give you a +2.
Okay. Oh, wait a second. That's the same thing as peak cover, right? Yeah.
No, it's the
Right,
opposite
cool.
of peak cover. Peak cover gives them a +2.
Oh. Okay.
You would want to
Okay.
write 2 in your
Or
modifier block.
FF.
Oh, I thought there was a
FF is
one of these was
flat-footed.
2.
The same as that would give you +2.
Okay, so I'll just press that. As long as it's latest good. Okay, cool. Come on, baby. Ah, it failed, right?
That is a hit.
Failed again, didn't it? Oh, it's a hit?
Woo!
Take it. There you go. Not too bad. 19. A little bit of damage.
So a little bit
Does
more.
it
That was
say that?
a
Does it say that it?
polarity rifle. All right, so that is electricity. Okay. So you zap at it. You see it's
Was it
spider webs
partially
out.
absorbed or not?
It was, yes.
But man, well, we don't know what that would be. How much that is.
All right, so he is turning and is going. Oh, wrong button. Come on, guys. There we go. Staying away from the gravity well.
Darn.
And
Well,
he
fun, right?
is then able to
Oh.
spin it around and is going to shoot.
Guys, we're all kind of in the same area. This might have been a bad idea.
So he is able to get Nosy and Dendron with his heavy reactor cannon.
Doesn't sound good.
That does not. That's right. It was. I noticed last month. I mean, last week it was coded wrong. So let me do. It should be a range attack. At that. Okay. Why did it only roll once? Okay, so that was for Nosy.
Guys.
Nice.
Sad
Acid dart rifle tool.
Alright, so hit them both.
thing is that, like, it only barely got over my KAC.
A little bit of damage.
That's not bad.
It is kind of bad. It kind of sucks.
Alright, you are no longer in there, so it does not trigger.
A 23?
Dendron.
Hopefully. And as you say that, they are running right back in there. I think that's. Do I have to do 5 more feet to be at the control panel?
Nope, that is where it is.
Okay. And they are going to go ahead and try attacking again with the crane.
Okay.
I'm determined to try to get this to work. Oh. I don't know why it just untargeted. There we go. There we go.
Alright, so you do.
Nice.
I want to say it is 8d8. Let me double check.
I hope.
Crane. 86.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll that. 6, 7, 8.
Alright. So this time the crane swings around on these wires overhead, and you come down and slam into the top of it, and it's wobbling, standing in space as it gets slammed again, and you do about a little chunk of the bone that its carapace is made out of falls off. All right. Serena.
Same thing. Nuclear polarity rifle.
Can I put this down here?
There we go. Bastard.
I can. That is awesome.
What'd you move?
Get rolling it.
An effect into one of my hotkeys.
Nice.
Why isn't it not rolling? Or
Since
did
you
it roll?
use it a lot. That was a hit, yes.
Yes, did it roll the damage already?
No. Alright. So
And again, we have no idea how much it was partially resisted, correct?
you do. It says, you see here, it says damage 19. And then down
Right.
below, next to the blood drop, it says damage 9. So it absorbs 10
Okay,
points of
but
damage.
yeah, okay. Wow. Thanks. Okay. Sweet. Thank you.
Alright, and Nosy, you are next.
This thing has enough range, so let's go with the same thing. Thunder. Okay. Tomato. No, it's just. All right, here we go. She's named up already. Yeah. Oh, that 8. It's a miss.
It
Swing
is
and
a
a miss.
miss. Alright, if you're going to move, go ahead. Zerael, your turn.
So I am going to kill my map. I'm going to use my shooting stars. And since I'm not moving, I'm going to use all 3.
Alright, and are you targeting the
Wow.
Corpus Folk Marine?
Yes.
Alright, I'm not going to worry about the mechanics, the physics of that. I'll say there's enough space somewhere for it to squeak through and hit him.
Okay.
Alright, so you see some little black ichor splatter up on against the inside of the cockpit where he is. As your 3 missiles fly true, you go ahead and move if you're going to, and that'll bring us to the top of round 7. As
I can't move. I used all 3 missiles.
oh, that's right, you moved. Okay, it's interesting. You guys are doing almost the same percentage of damage to each of them.
Oh, really?
So it is going to move over and lines up to get Nosy and Serena.
Oh no,
Okay,
maybe
no.
Serena has some amount of cover since Nosey's in front of her.
Sure, we'll go with that. He's my friend as a block. Picking out my friends there. How much the damage was?
Oh,
So Nosy is actually sees it coming this time and is able to get out of the way as these bullets come flying toward her. As is Serena. So misses all the way along. And it's sort of, you see it sort of waving its fist in frustration. Nosy.
No, she's not going to go any further. Any closer, I should say.
Okay.
So stay right there. Can she get a bonus on leaning up against whatever this thing is there on the side of it? Is there enough room?
Serena can, but Nosy can't. There's nothing around Nosy.
No. Okay, we'll just go with it. No, no. There. Come on. That was so close.
It's rough.
That stinks. All right, she's staying there, so it's gonna be
All right. Dendron.
Dendron is gonna once again try to use that crane.
Okay.
And
You
smack the
now
ship.
know it is possible.
Yeah. They were trying before, but now they know that they can do it. And so that's going to be this. It's possible as long as I don't roll single digits like I just did. Okay. And then once again they're going to
Oh, my
try to
camera's out.
dash
Go
out.
ahead. Sorry. Didn't mean to.
And then yeah. I don't really think there's anything they can. Or actually, on their way out, can they like? Are the chairs like attached to the ground, or can they like? I don't know, like try to get some chairs to hide behind and stuff. Try to make like a little barricade.
No, this is coming. Like I said, it's a wall of light that comes from all the way down from floor to ceiling, all the way across. It's like a scanning. It covers everything. So even if you were behind the chair, it goes
Oh,
behind and around everything.
I was more meaning, so they can hide behind a chair from the ship.
Oh. Um,
Why does it keep?
they don't need to move. So I will say there is a 40% chance that they move enough to where you can grab it.
Be right back.
Okay, let's see. Well, just almost. They're spinning chairs.
So they
They
do
move,
move,
but
but
not
they're
that way.
really bulky and it's just not fast enough to get it out the door.
Okay. Uh, so they're just gonna kind of crouch down next to that door, and hope that they're a small target.
All right, Serena.
we got the damage for the Slurian blast, Nova blast. I'm not seeing it anywhere.
So it's under your
Is any
spells.
special modifier?
Does
Yeah,
5d6.
I'm there. Okay, that's where I am. Let's see. Okay,
Does 5d6
all
fire.
right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that then. I'm gonna move. Should be no disadvantage. Let's see. What is it again?
All right, and so
Okay,
now that I have
and
my
I can
camera
place
on,
it.
here's your water.
So I have a 20-foot radius, and the center of it. I'm thinking if I need to move up. Once employee, you can instead the center anywhere within 40 feet of you. So we got a 20-foot range and 40-foot movement.
There you go.
Range for the spell itself. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move up, and then do the supernova aimed at the ship.
Yep, just need to move up 20 feet at least.
to do it. It's 40 feet, and then
All
targeted.
right.
Targeted. Roll damage for this.
So roll the save and then roll the damage.
Save.
And then roll it damage.
Damage. Oh, not
All right.
Ooh.
So that is enough as these flames and radiation just blast through this ship. You see some explosions, some sparks, and it crashes and lists to the side, and the ship is out of commission.
Woo.
nice.
All right, Zarela, are you back?
She's not back yet.
Okay. So he is climbing out of the
Microlab,
ship.
Microlab tube is attuned for Nosy, correct?
What did you say about Nosy?
It's attuned to everybody. He's Microlab attuned to everybody. Microlab attuned.
No, she's not a. She is. Yes, everybody's information shows up on her because of her magical ability she has. Yes, as a
Right.
healer, mystic. So she's tuned into everybody's, knows everybody's afflictions,
Healer's
and
bond.
Yep.
Connection,
all right, so it
power,
comes out.
healing.
It has a rifle that is going to shoot at Serena since you took down the ship.
Spectacularly.
Why did it do it twice? I had him. He had himself targeted as well. Okay, but he missed both. All right, Zarel, are you back?
Yep.
All right, it's your
Um,
turn.
hurl force disc.
Okay, so the ship is out of commission. Serena
Okay.
exploded with her stellar revelation, and
Okay.
so the ship is now out, and he jumped out of the ship, and so
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
hurl it at him. So.
All right, go for it. And I did the drink water. I don't know if you were there for it, but I did that.
Oh, okay. There's no save for it, so I can just do the damage, right?
It's an attack. It's an attack roll.
There we go. Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
All right, so roll percentile. You want lower than 67. 34. All right, so it's just a wasted spell. Are you moving?
No, I'll stay where I'm at.
All right, so you get a second turn.
Really?
Because you were
I'll
gone
try.
and you missed your first one.
What the F? Okay.
Oh, you
And
did
you
twice as
doubled your
good.
state roll there. Right. Spectacular.
All right, so they're immune to hurl force disc, apparently, guys. So
I mean, hey, every single time she doubles her roll. Got a 1, then a 2. Maybe next time she'll get a 4 and it's not a +1.
all right, so a couple first level spells down the drain. Nelsie, your turn. These two discs go flying past you. Nelsie's hurl force disc did not hit either. So
Oh.
Yep, she's taking a little lens pistol. Here we go. Lens pistol.
all right, so you're still targeting this fighter. So you want to make
Right. I am. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did that already. No shade. Thank you. Please target the goddamn thing. This target is there. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Ooh.
all right. So that is a
Open.
hit.
Yay. He took it all though. That's good.
Correct.
He's not gonna move anywhere.
You imbue your weapons with magic. So he
Yeah.
did take all the damage.
Indeed.
All right, and Dendron.
Um, Dendron, you know what? That crane is so fun to use. They are going to run back into the control room. And they are going to try to use the crane to smash that dude. So let's see if that works.
It does. The
And you said it
crane.
was 8d6?
Yes. You bring the crane down on him.
Oh, that's such sad damage.
Wow.
Wow.
The highest I rolled was a 3. Got two
That is
threes.
bludgeoning damage.
And the ones and
And
twos. Wow.
yeah, so that all goes through. And that is enough.
Yeah.
So, this crane. So this guy has had a bad time. He stumbles out of the ship. Uh, and he's dodging these force discs. Uh, and from above him, this crane just kind of like gets ready and rears, and then just smash. He just goes flat like a bug on a windshield.
Poor
Wow.
guy.
All right, and so with that, you guys are out of combat.
Wow.
I can't remember which one. Let me try this one.
Woo.
All right, so what would you guys like to do? As he's collapsed, and the fighter is there smoking a little bit.
Did we figure out how we were going to get to the bridge?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Don't think so.
We need to figure out how we're going to get to the bridge.
Well, as you're talking about that, I think Dendron is trying to see if they can get like a schematic of the place from this computer terminal.
Yeah.
Uh, and maybe
Yeah.
see
I think so.
security cameras, see if there's like areas where there's a lot of people, that kind of stuff.
That would be awesome.
Yep. Good idea.
All
Let's
right,
do
so I need a computers check.
And would you say that wait, let me check. It's only to ID tech. Hold up. Doesn't yeah.
What is that?
And after about 12 seconds, the light cases the room
Yeah,
and comes down.
that's not great. Mm. You know, maybe they should focus on seeing if they can disable that.
All right, so computer's check was 29. You are very close. You realize you almost had it, and then firewall shut you out at the last minute.
Mm.
Oh.
Do you think that maybe looking for security cameras and stuff might relate to their job as a security guard?
Yes, absolutely.
Um, well, shit.
So
No, it's only the ID stuff. Never mind.
you do see that there are cameras in this control room where you are, and out in the hangar bay as well.
Okay.
And are you
Um,
staying in the room?
they're gonna do the obligatory dash out, and then go back in right after the scan goes through.
So that happens every 6 seconds. When you leave the room, if you stay out of it for more than 10 seconds, it resets. We go in the room. After 12 seconds, it happens. That is not enough time to
Yeah.
hack into a computer.
Yeah.
The crane didn't require a hacking check.
Well, they're doing kind of rough, so maybe they won't stay in that room. Well, we almost got the information. But there's some sort of security thing in there, and it hurts a lot. Um,
Is there? Can we have somebody else prior, or it's not worth it? I mean, it won't work to try to shut down.
I almost got there. But if you want to go ahead and take a stab, you might want to see if you can
Uh,
disable that security thing for first.
yeah, yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what the proficiency of everybody else is, but I've got plus 16 and plus 17.
I have nothing.
For computers?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have nothing. Not trained or in computers at all.
I have a plus 19, but I am just about through all my stamina, so
Now I can do it. We'll go with no C, I guess, and use my stamina. She just said. Anybody?
what?
What?
Am I? Am I going to try it with the computer and etc.?
I would give it a shot.
All right. Like several before. Okay. And go ahead and roll for Serena as well.
All right, so if they're both going in, and they're both going to be affected by the death ray.
Okay.
I was
Do we
looking
know
at
about
one
that
other
already?
thing here.
Yeah, we knew about that. That's what Dendron was talking about,
Yeah,
where they couldn't
right.
take another hit.
I think she can do it without getting hit.
All right, so you
Oh, wait a minute.
as it comes through, you do see you would need either engineering or mysticism to disable it.
Really good in both ways.
Dendron, I didn't have that information at the time, so if you want to go ahead and give me a engineering check.
Okay.
All right, so you find out where the projector is, but you don't have enough time to actually get it done. No C. You are able to remove the necromantic focus.
Woo.
Indeed, and I rolled a 9.
So that was a DC 33. So
Nice.
and so you guys, so Nosy gets it. As far as the computers are concerned. All right, so that's death ray trap is gone.
Woo.
All right, give me just a minute here. I don't know why it reset everything. Click, click. All right, so for the computers, you needed a.
33.
You got 32. You needed a. All right, so now Dendron and anybody else who wants to go in there can. The tokens are unlocked. Serena and Nosy are both inside here.
Hey, Sabrina. Yeah. Sabrina hasn't. She did. She was 22. Never mind.
All right, so you see that these consoles here are designed to track the fighters that are stored in this bay. These computers don't
Okay.
have access to local security or provide maps of the entire Empire of Bones. Dendron, you would realize this is part of a security protocol that
Yeah, makes
uh,
sense.
that there's phrasing in here. Not having a full map of the Empire of Bones is on a minor computer systems is a security
Yeah.
precautions arrangement is fairly common in strict military groups and paranoid mercenary organizations. Since the rank and file crew members don't need the full details of every section of the ship, such information is available only to on a need-to-know basis. Any senior officer or security officer at a security post is likely to have access to more complete ship records.
Makes sense.
You do see, though, as you're hacking into this thing, that you are able to get a I'm looking at here again. 1 second. Here it is. You do see a message has been logged regarding your intrusion into the hangar bay.
Ah, shit.
There does not appear to be a ship-wide alert to your presence, though. Dendron, you think that might be a little odd?
Yeah.
You can download a local map of this media area to your data pad. But there are several sites, 4 of them to be exact, that are marked off as secure sites. And so let
Okay.
me give that to you guys. Let's see. Where is my hairbrush? 1 second. So that's pretty much what you're able to learn. There was one other thing talked about there. Here it is. This system is also used to track vehicles that have been launched from the hangar bay, send them information from the Empire Bones sensors or orders from its command staff, store maintenance records, and so on. Quick glance at the display shows that 8 Barrow shown bone shards were launched from the bay and are currently fighting.
Mm.
All right, so that is pretty much everything that you can get from here. Like I said, I'm going to, what is that? Oh, that's that. Okay. Here's this. Okay, good. Let me do something I'm not used to doing, haven't done in a long time. Turn on a mask. Mask, okay. Add global mask. There we go. Reveal. All right, so you may want to zoom out a little bit as you are able to see this area. I'm just double checking. I'll jump between 3 different windows here to make sure that here it is, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you are able to see here. And let me turn off the line of sight. So what you're seeing is we're going to have to go back to a little bit of theater of the mind because you're going to be able to see everything because of your comm units. You're able to access a map and load it onto your comm units, but that you're going to have to remember where you've been and where you haven't been.
Gotcha.
Four. Come on. Okay. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So you can see this. Almost done. As you can see, a couple more hallways. All right. So as you can see, also what's on the screen on the stream, there are 4 areas. Oops. Well, that are marked off as secure sites.
As what?
Secure sites. And so
Secure
what I'll do is
sites.
I'll show the walls in between them.
Mm.
There you go. So, so if you're looking at the overall map, there's the 1, 2, 3, 4 areas that you aren't able to tell what they are. The engine area to the south of Zerail, closest to Zerail, doesn't have an entryway apparently. Looks to be just sort of like a CPU or a power core of some kind. The area behind you, directly to the west, let me go back to my, there we go, is simply marked as gravel pit. The area to the north is labeled slime cell. So I'll type those in the chat. Oh, and this area directly below Serena, the long, thin one,
I lost it
is
already.
not labeled at all. It's just there.
Okay. What's
You
your final
know,
version?
we have a bad feeling about this. It's really odd that our entry was marked, but there's no sort of APB or search or anything. It's
Well, can we remove the entry?
can we?
No.
Okay.
It has been sent.
No,
A
it's
message has already been sent. It's not continually being sent,
gotcha.
so it's already happened.
It looks like the person who needed to see it already saw it. So, uh, we might want to just not be where they expect us to be.
Yeah.
I like to think it's coming from one of the cybernetic zombies.
The
Entered the
ones that we
room,
kind of just ignored.
standing right behind me, ran out, ran back in. It's out, it's in, it's out, it's in.
This guy's doing like basketball lines, you know. Well, uh, we think that this is all we're gonna get from this place. Maybe if we can make it to a security station, we could get more. But we'd recommend that we get a move on.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right, so while you guys are finishing up that, I don't remember if I put this in the party sheet or not, so let's see.
Oh, did you guys take a look at the fighter and the pilot that was in there, or
No, we did not.
not find anything of interest?
No, we didn't look. We didn't go look.
Well, hey, we might as well go look, see if he's got a gun, see if there was anything of
On
valuable on
value, yeah.
him.
Because we have no space bags we can put stuff in if we want to gather up some financial
Eh,
stuff.
There's nothing
So,
of real value unless you spent an hour trying to disconnect the weapon from the ship. You could. Other than that, nothing of real value that you can use on the ship.
gotcha. Can they check to see if there was any kind of alert sent out to the like ships that are out there, since this is one of the ships? They know that there was an alert sent to probably somebody within the Empire of Bones. Can they check and see if there was something sent out to like the ships that are already deployed, if that makes sense?
You do not see anything.
Okay. So it looks like they're not planning to recall the ships that are out right now.
Meaning,
And
I don't think we're a threat.
Well,
so the
they
sorry, go ahead.
no, that was basically their thing of, well, they seem kind of confident about it.
So the Corpse Marine has banged up um, armor. He has a pulse gauntlet, um, humorously titled an LFD. You guys saw it was an electric thing that you punch, and when the sensors hit you, it shocks the crap out of you. He hit one of you with it. And then there's the acid dart rifle it has with darts and a battery. A couple batteries. That's all he has.
Does that look interesting to anybody?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Uh,
So it's probably some of the easiest XP you guys have ever earned was the 2 corpse zombies in the control room and the trap. Though you did take some damage. But here's for the
took a lot
hangar
of
bay.
damage from that.
Yeah, Dinner took a lot of it. We have to fix you right away.
Yeah, Dendron's not doing so hot. They feel like they've
Neither-
been in like one of those like, like those electric bug zappers. They feel like they flew through one of those.
All right, so did you guys want to take
Right,
10-minute rest?
Yeah. No, she has a lot of possible things.
Well, he's not down any of his hit
Yeah, it's
points.
just stamina.
Oh, it's just okay. Okay. Ah,
But I am 6 away from going into hit points.
right. So
All right,
is there
so
something
you
that I can
guys,
do to restore?
here is a short
Can you
rest.
use your inspiration, I mean your whatever it is to fix yourself?
Yep, just
And
need to
what can
use
I?
so the front page. It's the
Okay.
I always forget. It's the one in the middle, if I'm not mistaken, and it is the
Stam?
Yes.
1
Yeah.
RP to
Spend.
restore SP. Yep, Stam. And that. So I don't
Woo.
know that anybody else. Yeah, Serena is only down. I mean, Nosey's only down 12. So
Yeah.
That's nothing.
That's
Serena,
Serena.
you're
Serena was
getting
50.
really low on RP, so be careful because you need
Some.
3. You need 3 if you go down to 0 hit points to
And 3 what?
stabilize yourself. Resolve points. Because 1/4 of your total resolve points to stabilize
Oh, I see.
yourself. Otherwise, you could die forever. All right. Lock it down, Becky. Welcome. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate you. Just here a few minutes ago. Check them out when you get a chance. All right, so you guys have taken your 10-minute rest. It is now 0800. After doing all the search, going through the computers, taking a 10-minute rest.
Well, Dendron's kind of curious about what this room is down here next to Zarel.
All right, so you open up the door, and you see that it is a
I'm figuring it's like a bathroom, but
you see
no
it
more
is
there.
a ready room containing a row of narrow chairs running its length. Each chair is only 2 feet wide, and they are crammed tightly together. But it doesn't take long to realize undead don't twitch or adjust themselves while they wait. They don't get tired, so
They
they
just
don't
sit
need a lot
there.
of amenities. So you figure that probably the zombie pilots and corporate folk marines just sit there prior to being deployed in aircrafts and fighters. You do see cables dangling from the ceiling above each chair, and a few small lights and a computer display next to each cable.
Well, we don't know what we expected there. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
You do see
Okay.
a display above each seat, um,
Oh.
and you presume it would show the status of the undead creature hooked up to it,
Gotcha.
and they're all blank right now.
Crazy. There's nobody in there.
And yes, there is no one in there. It is empty.
Okay. Um. Dendron is happy to follow and watch your 6. If somebody wants to go first.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Now that you guys have
Yeah,
an idea of what's going on.
Serena can hate to leave if you like. She want to do it.
Thank you.
All right, so Serena, as you move in front of the door, it does not open.
Okay, this is the one we're supposed to ignore what we're seeing.
We know that that room is there,
Right.
and we know that it is called the gravel pit.
And we have no need to go in there.
You don't know. All
We're
checking
not
it
all
out.
I'm
that
saying is
interested in it,
normally
but
when I have line of sight turned on, it shows where you've been. But
Mhm.
because you guys are using your comms, you have full access to the map, except for those 4 rooms. So you just have to remember where you've been.
Okay. Which is not. There's the whole point of having the map like that. So I'm continuing on then. It's just continuing on down, guys.
Yeah.
Dendron says that they are not too interested in the gravel pit.
I know just what happened there. I drew a line.
You did draw a line.
Don't know how I did that, but it's cool.
Dendron is following, watching your 6. They also want to keep an eye out for like security cameras and see if there are any.
Yes, you see security cameras
Mm.
in most of the corners.
I want to try blanking them out with a laser light and then covering them up with duct tape.
It's a bit late for that now.
I'm just staying close to the walls.
Right.
It's not a bad
All right,
idea.
so give me just a second here.
Okay, so the map here goes like this.
Yes, so the door to the south does not open either.
I didn't
Do I
want to
have to
go through that
do
door.
it from the, yeah. Well, there's a lot more doors on the upper side.
My first
Yeah.
thought is to check out the blank room in the center forward.
I also want to look at that room. So Sorel and I have the same brain.
Let's do it.
Man, you're
Oh, that's good.
making my heart hurt.
Why?
Because he
As a
spends so
D&D
much
player,
time on these maps.
no, as a
Oh.
D&D player, I search everywhere. You never know what XP or awesome treasure might be lurking in a hidden corner. So I try to look at everything. And you
We
guys
don't
are
have
just
time to search
walking by.
everywhere. We have to get the ship disabled and running into the stellar degenerator.
Absolutely. I am not saying what you're doing is wrong. I'm just saying it hurts. Me
To be fair,
personally, as you're
I
doing
do
it.
want to look at every room, but at the same time, I'm like, no, we have to go. We have to go. We have to go. I feel very rushed right now, and I don't know why.
Because
If
we're
your
on a
nook and
mission.
cranny is important, Atomic Hero Squad says.
This is not a Dungeons and Dragons. This is an adventure where we have a purpose and we're moving as adventurers.
At least in D&D, people can only see you like if they're scrying on you or have a hidey hole. Like we know right now that everybody knows where we are, so it's kind of worrying.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just saying.
Anyway,
Oh,
My
you have
hope is that this is the
We'll put
grid.
this right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's looking down the hallways both ways.
before she crosses the street.
There's no lock in this. Is this door open at all?
I'm
Pressure
looking
plate.
into it.
See if you
Give
pull
me
it
a
arrow.
second. This one does open, yes.
Huh. All right, what do I see?
Ready.
See
I'm
a
ready
dark,
in action.
there's a dark room in front of you.
It's got a flashlight. See the light switch is there. I'll step through the door. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I have dark vision, so I can see. I see. I also have light blindness. Dark vision and light blindness. Ooh, holy Jesus! I thought you were
That's
kidding.
a fun
This is
image.
It's a lovely thing to see.
So this room is dark. Only a few lit buttons and displays pierce the darkness, illuminating the
This
room.
is how you'll be doing your dungeon things, Sven. That's what you'll be
One day.
eventually.
Gosh.
No more than a rough shape of you get a rough shape of the area. Panels of
Okay.
computer screens, bundled data cables, digital readouts, all are along the walls. There's more than a dozen chairs in front of them. You hear beeps and clicks accompanying the data streaming across all the readouts. You see that there are cybernetic zombies connected to these readouts and sitting in the chairs.
Huh.
Well, that makes sense.
There are you. So who's going in?
I assume Serena's going in.
Because nobody else sees any of this.
Okay,
And
so then I
Serena
would at
wouldn't
least
see
pass
it
on
until
the
she
information.
actually goes in.
Well, then I would confer then. I wouldn't just zip on in there.
Go ahead. Need to
So
know
I'm
where you
conferring with
guys
you
are
guys.
and what you're doing.
So Serena uses her comm there to talk to us, all of us, very quietly, to describe what she's seeing inside. And this picture depicts like a monitor guy walking around checking things. Is that this case here as well? Do I see anything like that?
So
Or is they a
Paizo,
little
when they
isolated?
have art, many times will use what they call the iconic characters. And this Yosoki is one of the iconic characters. So
Okay.
that is a PC, a player character, interacting with this room. So
Got ya.
no, he is not there. As an example of like the rat you guys used to have with you
Yeah.
walking around in here. Or picture Serena instead of him.
Okay. Okay, so I'm describing it. Am I going in? I'm guessing I'm going to go in, right? Be quiet. Just make a decision about what we're
Okay.
going to do here. Or we can just decide right here.
Yeah, tiptoeing.
Are we going in or not?
We can go in. Dendron is up for it. This seems like a good place to figure out some more information with all these terminals.
Yeah. Okay. I know she's going to hang here. Unless she shouldn't be visible. I don't know. Anybody? Bueller?
So when we get in here, do we see any D terminals where someone's not sitting?
I think he says that many people in there, so there should be plenty of them. Right? Yes, no? Maybe so.
There.
Oh, what's that?
That's Serena.
Serena.
That's Serena
Oh,
without her headdress on. I mean, with her headdress on, I'm sorry.
Now there is somebody walking around that room.
Anyway, now I'm done playing. All right, so Nosie's staying out in the hall then?
Yeah.
These seats?
Okay, and you were asking about a D something?
Empty.
I was asking about an empty seat at a terminal.
No.
Mm.
All right, so
Well,
are you guys doing perception, looking around? Are you doing? Here, let me get
If everything's
these
okay,
quick,
Nocia wants to come in and look at this. She's
and
very
do
interested in these cybernetic undead.
perception.
I'll trade places with Nosy.
Oh, you want to take a look at the hall and make sure
Steve, the
nobody's
best
coming up?
DM.
Oh, come on.
Welcome. Welcome.
Oh.
We're doing a little bit of Starfinder. They are in a giant Death Star sized ship full of undead, and they've come into this room with cybernetic zombies hooked up to computers and looking around. And
Oh, she's coming in too.
sounds super cool. I think so. I hope they like it too. So you guys have given me perception checks. So Zerael, you notice
No, I have to perception check too.
Everything.
there is a
Basically.
Where's the
something on
goddamn
the
thing?
floor.
Something on the floor.
I just have to find the. And then I also, let me go ahead while I'm looking for this. All right, Nosie's now in there. Give me these.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Give me a
Click.
sec.
Boom.
I'm like,
I'm good at that one.
Just get my tower out too.
Here it is. A small hatch in the floor in the center of the chamber.
Ooh. Why would there be one like that though?
And
Oh, the servers.
your
Oh,
engineering checks. So, Dendron, you realize that these cords that are hooked up to the zombies, you realize that in one of the power cables could be used to recharge batteries and power cells if you wanted to. It has to be disconnected from the cybernetic zombie
Uh,
and connecting, which would connect it from its control panel. But you could recharge your batteries if you guys needed to.
well, we don't have very many depleted batteries right now. Well, actually,
yeah, but I would think
I'm
it would
just
trigger
thinking
an
now.
alarm if you got disconnected.
Yeah, yeah, that there's a good chance that would happen. There is also a chance it wouldn't. So, but our recommendation would be to maybe not disconnect the cybernetic zombies.
Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing.
Okay, who's investigating the hatch in the floor?
Uh, Dendron is good with small spaces. As bugs. Uh,
Oh, that's
so
right. Yeah.
yeah, they're bugs. They're really
So what?
good with small spaces.
Sweet. I'll give it a whirl. If Serena could lift it up, I'm sure. Perhaps. Yeah. Strength is high. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
All right, so you open up
What
the
the dog doing?
hatch, and you see that it has a small thing in it, and it looks sort of like a finger bone. And then you realize that the
Finger bone.
end of it is some sort of like a USB pipe.
Like a what?
USB
You-
port.
Okay.
You said Serena's there, and is Dendron close?
Dendron would be going towards
Yeah.
that vent as well.
All right. So you see that this is a security key. You recognize it as a security
Oh,
key.
neat.
And
Well,
there
this
you
will
go.
be really useful.
So they're digital storage devices about the size and appearance of a humanoid finger bone. Each key has at one end a micro plug that can be inserted into any of the computers on board the Empire Bones. Or if you have Dendron doesn't, but Mantha's other character has a data jack augmentation on her character, so she could plug it straight into that, or into your handheld computers, like and your data pads and stuff. Go ahead and give me a computers check, those of you who have it, and
We do.
have a good night, Atomic. Thanks for stopping by. What's the dog doing? So the dog is chilling asleep on his little bed. I don't know if I can let you see him or not. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah. Here we go.
Sort of. Let me
Oh.
There he is. Chilling after a long day of barking at random noises and people walking by.
And nothing.
And yet nothing.
Thank you for asking. Steve, the best DM. He is a min pin, miniature pincher. All right. Oops, let me get rid of this. Sorry. Okay, computer
I do
checks.
love how
Dendron again. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I do love how Steven, whose username is Steve the Best DM, the first command he used was to look at the D-man.
Like a dog. Yep. So Dendron is able. If you want to explain that.
Well, this is a real neat little gizmo. So this is a security key. So you can go. This will let us access a lot of the systems on board the ship, especially
Nice.
in the security terminals, that kind of stuff. Uh, so it's a really good thing that we decided to check out that vent.
So what I just shared in the chat.
Oh,
And there's actually two of them.
oh. You want me to just read that?
However, Dendron would explain it.
No, they're just gonna explain it verbatim. So, an emergency security key is basically a tier 0 computer. It can't be directly hacked unless it's plugged in. But when it's plugged in, the key accepts a handshake protocol with the device. And it looks for the receiving program that exists only in the Empire of Bone security terminals. So if it connects, the key transmits encoded information to that receiving program, helping the user gain access to sensitive information on the terminal. So the information can't be copied or altered, and any attempt to do so initiates a countermeasure that erases that information.
Which wouldn't do anybody any good.
So having one of these keys is essential, and we're real lucky that we found one.
It is. Not the cloak.
Subscribed. Awesome. Not only did you follow, but you also subscribed. Thank you so much. That is awesome. So, got a lot going on, guys. Sorry to keep interrupting here. So here's the red cloak, and um, so the song in my heart, it has been. I've been working on my music for a bard that I play, and so I have been working on my Song of Rest, which I stole
Oh,
from
yeah.
a podcast that I was listening to for a while. So the thing that's been going through my head is just chilling out and relaxing, eating some snacks that we're packing, taking a break from attacking, kicking it back with the crew. Song of Rest, it's the best. Helps us when we're on a quest. Song of Rest, it's the very best. And that's the song. So whenever in D&D, when a group takes a break, like your 10-minute rest here,
Yeah.
if a bard sings a Song of Rest, they get extra hit points when they roll their hit dice. So when my bard does it, he actually sings a song. So that's what it's for.
Wow.
Um, and that's what the Song of Rest is. All right. So you guys found this security key. I'm going to go ahead and put it in. There we go. I'm going to put it in the. There should be a parcel here.
Price sheet.
So in the meantime, what else are the rest of you guys doing? So you found that. Nosy found that. I mean, Zarael found that as she was looking around the room. Happened to see that little outline of a hatch in the middle. So what would you guys like to do? You're surrounded by all these data, all these computers, blips and bleeps.
With zombies sitting at them.
hmm
Well, if the data is coming up on the screens as well, Dendron might look to see if this is the place that got pinged, that got told about our arrival. So they're going to scan over those screens, look for any
So give
like
me your
messages
profession
or that kind of
check.
stuff. Uh,
What check? Profession?
Yeah, she's a bodyguard, security.
Right.
So this does not look like a security station of any kind. You would presume there would not. I mean, these are, for lack of a better term, just mindless zombies
yeah, that's
Right.
that
what I
are
They're
was
not
just
going to be
there.
thinking.
making any
You
decisions.
don't see exactly. There's nobody making decisions. There's nobody reacting to anything. They're not reacting to you at all. So it may have come through here and been routed through here, but you don't think this was the final destination, no.
Right.
Those of you, where was your engineering computers? Dendron. So yes, you also notice that they all seem to be connected together, um, and this is a tier 7 computer. So go ahead and give me mysticism checks.
Okay. Ow.
The two of you, two mystics.
Okay.
Coming.
Can I also give one, as I am trained in it?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Your
I'll
DC is going
give
to be
you.
much higher, but you can.
Okay.
I'm trained in it. I mean, Serena's trained in it.
All right. So
Oh, for it.
Oh,
um,
no, I rolled a
Serena's
2.
right there too.
both
That's not good.
Nosy. Actually, no. I'll be no. Just be Nosy.
There you go.
FYI, just give me an extra minute to get to my computer when I need to do something. Oh, ow.
Guys, I think I might be able to take control of the zombie and access the computer that way. If you want to try that way.
And Zariel, you know you have that spell as well.
Let's go.
Control undead.
Control
Leah.
undead. But hers is very weak. I think. What's the level of your ability? I mean, your thing, your spell. Mine's a 2, I think. Where is it? Yeah, command undead is level 2. Guess something higher than that.
Will it... We're not too sure about what it'll do. Does it alert them if it doesn't work?
Well, yeah. I mean, if we fail the taking over part, I'm sure it might be a problem. We could just get ready to wipe him out with a blade to his throat if need be.
Hmm.
Doesn't work, or something else.
There's just a lot of them in here. We would hate to have them all get alerted and all come after us, you know?
Yeah, they're all connected together. But on the other hand, if it succeeds, we have control of everything. So look at it that way.
That's true.
So what do you think?
Does it seem like the purpose of this room is like data processing or something?
I would say so, yeah.
Hmm.
Or at least, yeah.
Well,
Okay, whatever.
you
Just let
can
me
for
know.
sure try.
For sure, for sure.
So you guys aren't giving me much to work with here, but I'll
Yeah.
give you a little bit more. I'll feed you a little bit more. Uh, the flow of information between the zombies and wherever they're getting this information from. You could try to interrupt that or hack into that.
Oh, yeah.
You could try to disconnect the zombie or all of them. You could try killing them. I mean, you have several different options as to different things that you could do.
That's very fair.
I would say interrupt the flow of information to see where it's coming from.
And here is your drink water.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yay, water. Yep.
Woo.
That is the second one, so I had to wear my pants tonight.
Oh gosh. We might have to take that 10-minute break a little bit earlier than normal. Well, interrupting their flow of information would probably be a great asset, especially if this is some sort of figurative mail center. Uh,
To do that, you think you might be able to try that with computers, engineering, or mysticism, or working together in tandem, possibly.
oh. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I love the power of friendship and teamwork. So,
Yeah.
if we want to work together and use what we know about stuff.
Yeah, I think we should. We're all advanced. We're all advanced. So
We're all real good at this. Um,
yeah. Plus we're yeah we're familiar with the system to know we have to work together quickly and to do things. So all that stuff is assumed. I think, my opinion.
All right. So who's doing what? Do you have computers, engineering, mysticism? And who is helping?
Mysticism, no, she's very high end.
Denjin has the same plus 19 in both computers and engineering, so wherever you want them to be, they can do it.
Okay,
They can do it.
17 and 14 of the computers. The mysticism is plus 25.
Oh, that's real good, yeah.
My highest one, yeah. Computers over here. Computers is 16 for Serena. Engineering is 14. So
All right. So Nosi and Serena are aiding Dendron, so you get a +4.
Okay.
So go ahead and put the +4 in the modifier, and
Sure.
you're
let's
rolling,
roll.
right?
Oh, let's hope. Let's hope, guys. Let's hope that changing my dice color worked. Come on! Yeah!
Nice.
That's double
Okay.
digits, baby!
And now, same thing. Both Nosi and Zarael, do you have engineering? You said you did not have any computers, but do you have engineering?
I think we can chat. Uh,
Zarael,
What?
do you have engineering?
Well, computers and engineering, I have nothing.
Okay. So then you get a +4, Dendron.
oh. Okay. Oh. Dang it. It's fine.
And Serena, you said you have ranks in mysticism.
Yes.
What is your total? Same thing with
Total is
Dendron.
10.
What is your total?
Mysticism is 10 for Serena.
Okay. Dendron, what is your total?
My total is 16.
Okay. So you get +6, Nosi. So put +6 in the modifier.
Okay.
I have plus 20 on my mysticism.
I think it's +2 from each of us, which makes sense.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm rolling. There we go. Come on, baby. Give me
Come
something good.
on. Oh. Hey! Still a success!
All right.
There
So
we
with
go.
Nosi's 25, um, you're a success. So all you need is engineering.
Okay, I got a 17 for Serena. I'm sorry, 16 for computers. Computer 17 for Nosi. So Nosi's the highest that I have. We're talking about computers.
I think you said engineering.
Oh, it did it. Okay, my mistake. 14. Yeah, you're right. and then
Uh,
14.
both
They're both
Nosy and
14.
Serena have 14.
Yep, they're both
Yeah.
14. Yep.
So Dendron, you can try again
Okay.
since you are the highest.
Here's hoping. Fingers crossed.
So you get a +4.
Come on.
So as you're trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to connect into this thing. All right. So by successfully completing all 3, you learn that the cybernetic zombies are managed from cyber control. You're not sure where that is, but it's in the ship's command section. You don't know exactly where that is compared to where you are, but it's in the command section. Um, combined with access, I mean, so you're able to deduce that the cybernetic zombies function as interfaces for many of the ship's systems. Now that you've seen it multiple times now, um,
Really? That's important.
Mm,
What are you getting into, dude?
so Dendron, if you want to, you can now observe the space around the Empire Bones with its sensors. You see that the Armada obviously is still engaged in destroying defenses around the Gaelus 12 Suns controller moons. Um, and you're able to analyze how the ship's officers are using the cybernetic zombies. Uh, you understand that the mindless cybernetic zombies are controlled by a command link used by someone in the ship's science officer role. This officer remotely controls the dozens of cybernetic zombies all across the ship in order to perform science officer actions in combat.
Oh.
So I will share that just in case I was speaking a little
Neat.
fast,
Oh,
or if
I
you
was
want to
taking
put that
notes.
in the notes anywhere.
It's so much
So
easier to
during
just drag and drop
Starship
that.
combat, one of the roles is the ship science officer. So the real science officer tells these guys, do this. And if you don't remember, you can look up on your character sheet under ships, in the ships tab, you can see the different roles and the actions that the science officer can do. Things like scanning the ship, um, the enemy ships, the area around you. You can lock on to certain targets, things like that.
Mm.
And something you may want to remind me of. You now have a +2 bonus to future computer checks to hack into their computer systems now that you understand the role the zombies take into it.
For
Factor into
sure,
it.
just gonna like add that as an effect.
All
Was
right.
there a question there?
So one cool bit about this, since were able to successfully hack into a cybernetic zombie / the computer, it gives you a story award, which
Oh,
means
oh neat.
you all have enough to level up.
Neat.
Awesome.
Wow.
So we will conclude the story for tonight, and I'll go ahead and let you guys level up. So Steve, the best DM, says yes, so cool.
Oh,
As you guys level up, so you're now level 12.
whew.
All right, so it's now time for Zarel to take that dip into Technomancer you were talking about. Level 11 Mystic, level 1 Technomancer. Or maybe Envoy. You guys can give you guys a round of applause.
Woo!
Or
For
maybe
selves, a
Nosy
round of
wants,
applause.
Serena wants to triple, have soldiers, operator, an operative, and maybe an envoy. Now that Dendron is up to level 11, maybe you want to do the little envoy dip. There's also an evolutionist now. There's witch warpers. There's if you guys click on,
It
I don't know if
sounds
I
real
have.
neat, but Sven, I'm done multi-classing. I thought it was real neat, and then I played a double, and then I'm playing a double caster in D&D, and it's a lot of spells.
Yeah, we now have a precog, a nanosite, a witch warper, biohacker, envoy. There's all types of new people to you guys since you started this whole mess. So be a precog and learn things before they even come up.
Right. It's crazy.
All right. Anyway, so Nosy's taking Mystic 12.
What was your suggestion on the on Serena? Just continue with the operator operations, or should I build up Solarian?
So there's
No, so,
all right. So real quick, since I have two Mystics on here, let me just remind you guys at level CX, I mean, at level 12, you guys
Wrong
get
campaign.
a connection power. So you have a new power based on your connection. Zarel is a star. Do you remember what your connection is called, Zarel?
Shaman, I think. Star Shaman.
Yeah, Star Shaman. And Nosy is a healer. So the Star Shaman gets at level 12 Starry Bond, Starry Bond. And the healer at level 12 gets Channel Bond, Channel Bond. So you already had Steel Life, but I don't think you ever used, but at
What
level
the
9.
hell?
But so that's what you
right.
guys get at level 12. You also have, yeah, so nothing else changes as far as next level. You'll go up to 5th level spells.
I have no modules.
Okay, so you can go up to your where it says campaign. I mean, or what is it? Click, scooch,
So
library,
just to make sure
and
before
click
I
on
jump the gun,
modules and open up the modules.
we're like actually leveling up right
I'm
now.
telling
You don't
you,
have to
there's
like math
none
anything.
there.
Right, so when you click on modules, you'll then go down to activation,
Thank you.
and then you want the core rulebook, character operations manual. I'll type this in this chat, and the armory for minimum. So core rule book. You can search for them by title if you want. Core rule book, armory, and they have longer names, but you can find them by searching for these word terms. And the operations manual. That'll give you the access to the biggest collection of spells and feats and things. You don't get a feat at level 12 anyway, but spells. All right, soldier boy. At 12, you get a combat feat, and that's it.
Able Guardian.
Um,
What is that?
So the core rulebook and the armory and what? Oh, there it is. Operations manual.
All right, so getting back to your question, Reno, about Serena at Solarian levels. If you go up to Solarian level 6,
Yeah.
the thing you will gain is a stellar revelation. So you get to pick from the stellar revelations, and you will have, and your solar weapon will go up in damage. You'll go get an extra d6. Instead of being
Oh, really?
1d6,
Nice.
it'll now have 2d6 damage. If you go up in
That's good.
operative to 7,
Um,
you will get your operative's edge will go up, and you'll have your trick attack will go up another to 4d8 instead of 1d8, and you'll also gain uncanny agility and specialization skill mastery. So you get a few more things if you
yeah,
go up
sounds
in
like I
operative.
should go
So
continue with the operative. It sounds like
whichever one you want to go.
it's in the operative.
Okay.
So I just operative rank. Hold down with these. Okay, says able guardian
It's neat.
free skill rank. So acrobatics and athletics goes up 1. So it's already reflected in my skills, correct? I just consider
I have
they're
no idea.
listed here or done.
So let
Oh,
me
how?
abilities. All right. So say again what you got.
It says I got free skill rank in acrobatics, adding free
No,
skill
what's it
rank.
called?
Oh, able guardian.
Able guardian. No,
Oh,
that's
that's what I get.
yeah, that's hers.
Oh, okay.
That's
I was
Dendron.
showing you guys what I got.
There's Dendron got that. So on yours, you should have other things. You should have operative's edge, specialization, skill mastery, trick attack, and uncanny agility ability or something. Uncanny. Let's see.
It says trick
Uncanny
attack
agility. Here it is.
4d8 added. It can't be right.
Trick attack is instead of 1d8, you're adding 4d8 now. That is correct.
Oh, okay. So that's it's not added to the whole thing. It's added as a poss. Okay. Uncanny ability.
It was 3d8, and now it's 4d8.
Nice.
And then your operative's edge went up. Operative's edge. Click. Okay. And then
Let's
the
have a do
last
it.
thing is specialization skill mastery.
It means I'm allowed to do that. Not that I'm doing it in actuality.
Specialization skill mastery. Okay. So, going through those, it says you become so confident in certain skills that you can use them reliably even under adverse conditions. When attempting a skill check with a skill in which you have the skill focus feat, you can take 10 even if stress or distractions would normally prevent you from doing so. So you have skill focus acrobatics, skill focus athletics. So when you're
Yeah.
those two aren't really ones you take 10 in anyway. Um, but going forward, if you take any more with the skill focus feat, you have that. Cool, cool. Trick attack is easy enough to fix. So I'm going to your actions. Spring attack, racial, shadow nerves, trick attack. Here it is. Open it up. So instead of 3d8, it is now 4. Alright, so your trick attack is done. Operative's Edge. Your
level
diverse
image.
training as an operative grants you insight to initiative checks and skill checks. This increases by 1 at 3rd level and every 4 levels thereafter. So this is the 2nd time we've got it.
Okay.
So I will fix that. That'll take me a hot minute. And uncanny agility. You are immune to the flat-footed condition. That is huge.
Nice.
So that means anytime you have a surprise round, you're not flat-footed, or if something would give you the flat-footed condition, you're not. Your opponent doesn't
Right.
gain any bonus to attack rolls against you from flanking or while you're prone. Furthermore, covering fire and harrying fire don't provide any advantage against you. Wow, that's pretty cool. So prone doesn't do anything for you, doesn't do anything bad to you. Flanking doesn't do anything bad to you. You can't be flat-footed. Um,
That's awesome.
I typically
That's so
rarely have
good.
ever used, I don't think I've ever used covering or harrying fire as NPCs, but the rest of
Right.
those, if somebody ever decides to, they can't. So that's really good. I'll have to add that. Cool. Alright, so that takes care of you, or will take care of you once I finish the work on that. Alright, anybody else have questions? Don't forget Nosy and Zarel, you do get new spells. I believe you guys get one more spell
Wow.
to pick from. You get to pick one new spell.
We
Okay.
get to pick one new spell. Okay, so it says I have a connection power feature and a research maven feature. Does that mean I'm picking 2 features?
One moment. So you are a
I could
mystic.
stop.
Alright, so in the chat it said you gained a connection power. Yeah, the one I mentioned. And then what else? What did you just say?
Research maven.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys are getting crap for your all of you are getting stuff for your background, or what's it called?
Mhm.
Um,
Your theme.
Theme. Thank you. You're getting theme bonuses. So
Okay.
yes, you do get both. Um,
Okay.
and Zarel.
So we get one new stuff for 1, 2, and 3.
And don't forget your skills. Everybody goes up in skills. If you go up in culture, you get another language. Zarel, ability, theme,
They're all there.
attention to detail. No, research
Oh
maven.
wow.
You can research much faster than other people, allowing you to collate information from databases, libraries, and other sources in 1/4 the normal time. With this ability, you can typically take 20 to recall knowledge in 5 rounds instead of 20, which is nice.
Cool.
Right, so you're just a researcher. You're a nerd, research nerd. You have to wear your glasses
Nerd.
when you use that.
I'm a
Miss
psychic
Four Eyes
wizard.
over here.
I am absurd. That's awesome, Steve. I get that joke. So does Mantha. No one else does, but we do.
We get you.
All right, and then the other one you got was the bond, something bond.
Story bond, I added that already.
Story bond. Why am I not seeing it in your list of your ever-growing list of things? Let's see, connection power.
It's in the feet.
Story bond. Why? Okay, it shouldn't be in feeds. It's over here in the. Oh, it's under connection. Yeah, connection star shaman. That's 6. Connection 12. Here it is. All right. Okay, that's not there. So
Oh,
where did you find what you drug over to the feet?
in the module under features.
Okay.
I don't know why it was blank because it's not blank before I drug it over. You can share the
So
good
drag it
fortune
over
of
to the class abilities, and where it says Connection Star Shaman, and you have Stargazer, Starlight Form, Walk the Void. Drag it over
Okay,
to there, and let's see if it drops it like it should.
it did.
Fingers crossed. Yay, it worked. Thank you. Now I don't have to try and find it myself. You can share the good fortune of your Stargazer class features with your allies. Whenever an ally linked by your telepathic bond class feature fails an ability check, attack roll, saving, or a skill check, you can spend a resolve point as a reaction to enable your ally to re-roll the failed check.
Oh shit.
There
Neat.
Really
you
nice.
go.
So the question is, how stingy do you want to be with your resolve? But that is really cool. So telepathic bond is something that you guys haven't really mentioned. I mentioned it when you last level, when you guys turned on level, and by you guys I mean Nosy and Zerael both have this. But you can form a telepathic link with up to 6 other willing creatures, allowing you to communicate telepathically. This function is permanent and works as a telepathic bond, which, unless I'm mistaken, is as long as you are within the same plane of existence. So you
I thought
can't.
I already had the telepathic bond.
You do.
We do.
Okay.
But if you
You
go
didn't
into,
use
Question.
it.
so if one of you goes into the drift and the others are out of the drift, it wouldn't work. But otherwise, you can have that telepathic bond. And I say all that to say, so while you are linked with everybody else in the party, you can then use your starry bond connection, which means you can have them re-roll.
I need verification because I think I had to do this last time, but on my skills,
Okay.
it 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 shows that I'm spending 10, not 6 as the chat says.
Correct. You should have um, 10 more than what you
Okay.
have now.
I just wanted to verify. I know we had an issue before where it was showing incorrectly. So
Yep, so you're getting 10 per level. That's why you have 120 to spend. Yep. And don't forget, it's not until you click away from the one you change that it will update. So, all right. Let me look at last one before I close the stream. I know we're running a smidge late, but there's a thing for that too. We're going long. We're going long. Gird your loins, because we're going long. Going long. Going long. So gird your loins, because we're going long. Um,
Oh gosh.
Good
but
God, dude.
we're not going that long. I'm just looking for, see
Only a
if I
few minutes.
pull up Nosie's cool bond. See what she gets. Problem is, since I didn't find Zerails, I don't know how to find Nosie's. Let me try my secret power. Go into Mystic. Go into this. Zip
In the
it
ranks, can we
down
go up
to.
above 11?
I'm sorry.
Can we go above 11 on ranks?
Yes, you can go to 12. This
Okay.
one goes to 11, but now it goes to 12. You are. Why isn't healer on this list? That's weird. Healer, here it is.
Oh God.
Channel bond, here it is. Yay, I found it. Okay, so when you use a healing channel as a standard action, you can heal an ally linked by your telepathic bond class feature as if you were touching the ally as long as they are within 120 feet.
Languages.
And when you use a healing channel as a full action, it heals all allies linked by a telepathic bond within 120 feet.
Heals how much though? Rolled dice.
No, it's your um your uh healing channel. So your healing channel, if I'm not mistaken, is 5 per level.
Oh, that's right.
So you
Right,
can
right,
heal
right.
60
It's a
points
standard
of.
thing.
You can heal everybody 60 points
Each ship.
if you use it as a full action. If you
Right.
just use it as a standard action and still move and do other things, you can heal one person 60 points.
Right.
And you can do.
Would you? I'm sorry. Would you please give me a list of languages?
Sure. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Um, and you now have Dendron, so if you wanted to speak to them in their whatever language
Spathne.
race they are, um, you can do that too.
Yeah, if
What
you really did want
language?
to speak
How do
bug.
you know how many? Speak buggy. Of course you do. How do we know how many we have?
If you every time you go up in culture, you should go up one. So if you went up any ranks in culture this time, that's how many languages you add. So your healing channel is you spend a resolve point, and it is. Oh, it is. So it's 2d8 and increases by 2d8 at every third level. So a third level and every 3 levels. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So you went. So you can now doing 10d8. Let's see. Third,
What is Denden's language?
6, 9,
Hmm?
12.
What's,
What is your
what's
language?
8d8.
Spathne.
Go ahead and type that
Oh,
in
What?
chat for her. So you're
Please.
doing 8d8. You would heal 8d8, not 60. That's something else. The thing I was talking about is something else.
Fascinating.
So the healing channel is 8d8 healing.
88? Okay, so it is rolling.
It is. And healing touch is the one I was talking about. If you spend 10 minutes, then you can get 5 points for every level once a day. The healing channel is on something only you can do. Healing touch, Zerael can do as well. Healing channel takes up a resolve point for you.
Question.
Yes.
So Spathane is not on the list of any of the languages. Do I just type it in?
Yes. Just type it in the way she did, and that way it'll show up.
Okay.
it's mostly just buzzing. It specific frequency, specific lots of bzz, bzz, bzz,
Just imagine
bzz.
cicadas.
Yeah. It's real annoying,
Get it?
and once you learn the language you realize that like there's always like a little bit of chitter chatter going on throughout their bodies because
But it looks cool in written form.
Yeah, that's great. Hey,
So how long is it going to take to show up into my chat bubble?
It's there now. You should see. It should say Dendron and then translation. or GM translation.
No.
Scroll down in it within your chat bubble. Oh, are you talking about to use it yourself? Clicking
No.
the
Hey,
down
Mel,
arrow.
No.
If I was click away from your abilities page or your notes page, click on another page,
Okay.
and now look in your chat.
No, it's still not showing in the list.
It might be when you come back in,
Mm.
just because I'm not sure. I thought it was immediate, but it may not be.
yeah, mine's there.
Where's
Maybe mine's different because I had to hand type it in. I don't know.
Nope, I did the same thing.
let's see. Serena, no,
It does tend to take a
Zarel.
while.
There we go. That was understood by Zarel.
Okay, I can see it now.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and stop the stream. I'm gonna keep the table open.
Please do.
Thanks for the sub and the follow, Steve the Best DM. Appreciate you. Bye. Um, come back next week. We're doing Dawn of Flame to Starfinder, but it's a different set of people. We have a couple more players, and they're not quite as high level as these guys are. And then if you like D&D, check it out on Wednesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock. We have 2 different campaigns. This week, we actually have a guest DM who
Ooh.
does it every 4th week on D&D on every 4th week on Wednesday. So his name is Nick. He does a really good campaign, so you'll be able to see me as a player. And then Thursday, it's back to me being a DM, so you can mess with all the. It's Nick, you know Nick. Oh, he knows Nick. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, sorry. He's Steve is one of my like actual friends. I'm like, "Hey, I'm streaming right now." And he's like, "Send me the link." And so,
Well, awesome. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by. Mantha is, since you know her, she's involved in all the things there. So, and then if you're interested in Magic the Gathering Arena, or if you want to know more about Fantasy Ground itself, I do different streams throughout the week. So follow. Since you followed, you'll get the notifications and stop by and say hello. So thanks again. Like, subscribe, whatever else you guys do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodbye, everybody.
goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. There you go.
All right, so